Hi there, Basclari here, and I am back with another speed build, and this is my first challenge, and I did a solid color build challenge, and since St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, I decided to do a green one, and as you could see, my build, I think this is my first build on the channel where I actually building from scratch. Right there, before I moved that section, it kind of looked like a puppy dog, and I'm just like, that's cool if I was doing that kind of build, but not today. So I might actually end up doing something that like looks like something from above. At some point, that might be a fun thing to do. But I decided to try and do a small build because if you look on my origin account on my gallery, you can see I do a lot of giant builds. Like they are far too large and take me at least like probably like 6, 7+ hours at least. There'll be one of those giant things coming out. And it's not even that giant. The one that I just did. It's on the gallery already, so if you want to go check it out. But and this is also on the gallery. It's play tested and everything. But yeah, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this house, and you'll see I'll pull up like the cat and dog windows in a little bit. But I think I've decided that I wanted to do something more like a true green. So maybe one day I'll go back and redo this as like a teal, because there is a lot of teal things, like a blue greeny color, like teal. Like I don't even know if I call that teal. I think I call that aqua, teal, turquoise, that kind of color going on. So I might do that eventually because that would look really pretty, I think. I really wanted to use that front door. I don't think I actually ended up using it in the build, but that would be fun to use in a build. I bought a lot of stuff packs at the beginning of the year, and I haven't gone through all of them still. So I'm still finding things I like. So if you've downloaded any of my things from the gallery, there's probably going to be like 5 main packs, and then like 1 or 2 items from like all the other packs, because I have no restraint when it comes to that. Especially since I just got them, I've been very, very, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. I've just been very all over the place with all the packs I've been using. I've just been not caring what I use. Just because I get to use it now. But maybe if you guys want, I'll do a build where I just use like 1 or 2 packs, maybe 3. We'll say like a game pack, expansion, and a stuff pack. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments, and I will check it out. So the green build for St. Patrick's Day. Don't know if I already said that. I probably already said that. But yeah, I was really kind of excited to do this, and I've been wanting to do this a solid color build challenge for a while. So we'll see. Not we'll see. It'll. We are seeing how it's going to go. It's also one of the only like 1-story houses I've done so far. I like to make like I said, giant houses. But like I built this on a 20 by 30 lot, I believe, in Brindleton Bay, and it's still pretty big. I think it ends up being a 3 bedroom with an office and 2 bath. Like, it did not need to be this large. Also, the layout took me a while. The section in that little like the skinnier part that gets changed. There's a lot of things that change very frequently throughout this. My ADHD was real bad when making this. You'll see me jumping back in between rooms. So like other simmers like, yeah, I cut out this room. Yeah, it would take me forever to cut out a room usually. Except for maybe a bathroom. But like if I find something that I like, I just put it where I want it. I'll just like pull it out because the chances of me finding it again in this freaking catalog is like slim to none. So that that's a thing. Also, so much green. And like the ground is like a yellowy green, and like I went with like mostly cool greens on the inside, except for the bathrooms. The bathrooms look so dingy. Like, ugh. I was taking screenshots in them and I was in tab mode inside of them. I'm like, this is disgusting. They're like the only like yellow brown rooms in the entire place. I'm just like, yuck. But I kind of actually really like the wood floor from, I think it's from Jungle Adventure. But I wanted something a little bit more green. And all the places I've lived, well, not all of them, ever since I moved out, like in college and in all of my apartments I've lived in, they've all had like carpet everywhere except the bathroom and the kitchen and maybe the entryway. Like, those are the only places that have anything but carpet. So I'm just like, I'm going to put carpet in the living room, even though it is freaking busy as heck. Like, holy moly. That's a lot of patterns. So you'll see me, I'll try to cover them up. But I'm rearranging. Because originally I wanted to have the master bedroom in that corner and to have that be a master suite. But then there was the bedroom with the 2 closets. I'm like, this has to be the master. And I'm just like, but does it make sense to have 2 masters in the house? Because that just, no. So I ended up using the one with the 2 closets as the master. And then this bedroom ends up being for a teen girl. And there's like a teenager. It doesn't have to be a girl. I imagined it as a girl. And the other bedroom is by the master bedroom, and it ends up for a child, a boy. Is what I imagined. I always do that. Older sister and a younger brother. There's a lot of my builds that have like a teen girl room and a boy kids room, and I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because I'm the eldest in my family, so I just imagine an older sister. I don't know why boy, because like I have a bajillion siblings, so like, and when I was growing up, it was me and my younger sister, so I'm not really sure. Why? Maybe it's just because I have one room per like gender. Not really, but there's more than one gender, so I don't even know. This whole like area outside the kitchen, that like whole open area, that gets changed. This is such an awkward floor plan. I've realized 2 things in the last couple of days when I did this build, and then also did a large blue Suburban, is that I am not good at floor plans or land sculpture. I don't know what the word is. Land sculpture? Landscapes. Like, outside and the flowerings and stuff. Like, yeah, no. I'm not very good at them. Though in this build it was kind of especially hard because there was already so much green, but I didn't want to add more color because it was supposed to be a solid color challenge. So I didn't do a lot. And there was also like in the kind of in the middle of like a foresty area, so it doesn't need to be super over like sculpted. Yeah. So I used the end table, the kit from the kids set, and since the front of it is not so green, I wanted to use it, but I still wanted to keep it mostly green. I flipped it so the non-green parts are covered by a toy chest in the bed, and then I put a little toy on it, and I end up removing the yeah, there are no a good shower bath combos that are green. I'm just glad there was like everything I needed wasn't green. So I didn't have one of those houses where it was like, here's a house but there's no toilet, or here's a house but you can't cook in it. I did end up using some kind of the teal colors for the kitchen stuff, but it was in the green section when I filtered by color, so I guess it's okay to use. I'm pretty sure I tested that entire bathroom and it's good to go. If I'm not, sorry. And yeah, I've never, these freaking carpets. I spent so much time in the carpets. I always spend a lot of time in the carpets. Also didn't put a super lot of stuff on the walls, I don't think. And I think this is like the least amount of time I've ever spent on a living room. I always spend a lot of time on like kids' bedrooms and like, yeah, the kids' bedrooms. Like, not so much on like the parents in like the main living area. Because those are supposed to be like simple and kept clean and not over cluttered. Because like that's how the parents usually want it. Like, here are the things that are supposed to be in this room and nothing else. So I kind of kept it that way. Also made it for a cat. Has a cat home. So it's kitty friendly. I noticed that dresser later. I don't know. I thought I deleted it at that point, but apparently I did not. But yeah, like, in the kids' room, like, everything's cluttered. Because, I mean, that's how most kids are. That's how, like, almost all my siblings' rooms are. My room's still kind of cluttered, so maybe I should do a room build on how my room is actually like. I don't remember if I end up with those cabinets. I think I do stay with those cabinets. Yeah, I don't know. So I have this recolor going on, but I'm not sure if it's actually, I think I need to find a different recolor for it. Not like a recolor, but a lighting mod. I think I need to find a different one maybe. Or see if I'm probably using it wrong, let's be honest. It's probably a user error. I might need to look into that. Or maybe it's just how it's recording. Or maybe it's just my computer. I'm not really sure. But I swear it was brighter when I was making it. To be fair, it might just be it's a lot of green. Like a lot of green. But yeah, that actually was, we got like a game system and everything. There's a lot of things that are green in this freaking thing. And then I chose all green traits, so it has good Wi-Fi, gremlins, and good soil. But there is nowhere there, I didn't put any like planting areas, so have fun with that. Now you'll see like the plants I use are like the only thing I use from each of those sets. Like, I'm pretty sure the plant in the corner is from like fitness stuff, and the one in the living room. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where to put this freaking litter box, since I decided I wanted a cat to live here. Because I found that little cat thing I put in the office. I'm like, yeah, a cat needs to live here. Yeah, that cat thing I just put there. And the freaking little tray and the bed and the bowl, it's all so cute. And also is like the perfect shade of green, so I'm like, yes, need it. So I decided to put it in. And then there's speakers. Like, if there was something fun I could put in that was green, I basically put it in. Put the monkey bars in the back for the kid. I've also been like a big fan of putting like in these game tables, because I in real life am a large like tabletop gamer, and I wish there was more of that. If we could have like a game stuff that was like family night, like game pack, that would be so much fun. Like more like family interactions or game night interactions. If I could have them play D&D, it'd be kind of weird, but like it'd be a lot of fun. Like, it'd be like their fantasy world in our fantasy, like in our game. Like, they'd have it's weird, but it'd be a lot of fun. But I guess the Sims can play the Sims, so not too weird. But I I kind of want something like that because they're always talking about how, like, especially if you watch the Simplify interview with the different people from Maxis, like, they talk about how they wanted to be, like, connect, like, things that, like, would happen in real world. They want that in the game. And I'm just like, well, my life is a lot of, like, tabletop gaming. So I think it would be really cool if we could have our Sims do that or something like that. If our Sims could LARP. I need a nerd pack. Just, like, a really nerdy pack. Like, yeah, GeekCon's cool, but, like, with seasons now, like, everything breaks if it's raining. Which, that'd be great if they could fix that so it doesn't happen. Like, if it's raining, GeekCon gets canceled. Because that would happen in the real world if you had GeekCon with computers and gadgets like that outside, just saying. But, no, I want a nerd pack, like a nerd game pack. That would be so good. And, like, you could cosplay and stuff. I know we have, like, the Star Wars costumes now, but, like, just, like, they have the cosplayers at GeekCon, but, like, it would be a lot of fun. Like, if they could create their own cosplays, and then you have these, like, really kind of, like, homemade, like, kind of crappy cosplays. Oh my goodness, it'd be so much fun. But I'd also love to have, like, generations and preteens. And I don't know how I got into this track, but I don't know. I really love this. This build was actually, I've seen a lot of solid color build challenges, and I was surprisingly okay with this. There's a lot of different shades of green, which kind of like, those bathrooms match nothing else in this house. Not a thing. And they kind of look, like, dirty, and I'm just not about that life. So here is where I get really ADHD. I'm just like, I got into a really, like, good screen, though, where I could, like, place, like, anything in any room. So if I found a painting I wanted in a certain room, I just, like, plopped it there, which was really useful. I've also gotten to this bad habit where I, like, sometimes ignore, like, a certain wall when I'm doing my decorating, because I build mostly with the walls partially down, and I only do my decorations mostly from above. So when I get to, like, one side of the room, I'm just like, I'm going to decorate this part, and then I will forget the part that I have my back to, basically. Also, I wanted this crystal to go below the little leaf things, and it wouldn't, and it was making me angry. I had a heck of a time doing this parents' room. I did not know what I wanted to do. But I think I actually like how I've never used that, like, falling ivy terrace thing. And it was really cool. I really hope it doesn't get set on fire. So if you use this and there's a fire and it's there, I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah, you can see things, like, sticking through those, through the windows in the kids' room. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put hedge here. You can't see it, no problem. Also, kids ignore curtains. So maybe they are, like, they'd be more, like, the curtains would be more pushed up against the wall, the window, instead, like, things poking through, but same thing, really. I also, like, I liked how, like, the kitchen looks like was an extension added onto the house with the glass roof. I really love the glass roof. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, this is the extent of my landscaping. I should be getting close to the end of this. Though, I think I had to go through and add, like, a bin and a mailbox and a trash, like, a smaller trash bin inside. And I think I also forgot a sink. I don't know, I've been real bad about, like, forgetting things lately. I don't know why. I've just been really bad about forgetting, like, the essential things, like the trash bin and a mailbox and a sink in the kitchen. Like, why am I forgetting these things? Like, I guess on this it's more of a color thing where I'm like, I didn't want to use this, but I guess I have to. But I like, that's my excuse for the sink. Everything else is just the bins and everything. I just forgot. It's like, yeah, I'm done. And then I look around, I'm like, wait a minute. Which is another reason it'd be hard for me to like cut out rooms, because I'm constantly forgetting things and going back like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot this item. Yeah, and you'll see me like, oh, wait, there's no sink there. I don't know if I fixed this here or if I fixed it when I was... Okay, so you see that coffee pot? I had to delete the coffee pot because even though I've been watching a lot of The Sims build about Stranger Things and everyone's upset about that one, I think it's a bunker house that they couldn't use the kitchen in because there was no like clear counter space. I did that both in this build and my blue suburban build that's going to come out probably next week. I fixed them before I posted them online, so they're all both tested, but I'm just like, really? Of all the things I would forget about, it's that's been making such like, well, made such a splash in like the community lately. Oh, such a dunce. But I kind of wish I would have stuck with the fish table, because like, when are you ever going to use that? But then I saw this and I'd never used this coffee table. I'm like, there's a mirror, so that makes it super green. So I had to use it. Also, this entire living room kind of looks like your grandma's living room that like has gotten colorblind. I kind of love it though. And I love those curtains everywhere. Well, we are getting to the end of this build, so I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!